back up, or I swear to God I will shoot you. This is mine! Mother! You'll all be guilty! And you're doing it for nothing! Killing me won't bring back your goddamn honey! I'm not one of you! I don't believe in your God! I don't believe in sacrifice! Oh God! What is that? What is that? What is that? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No! Not the bees! Not the bees! Ah! Oh no, my eyes! My eyes! Ah! Ah! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better.
Welcome to another segment of Guilty Pleasure Movie of the Week. And we got a bad movie, but it's good. What am I talking about? The horror remake, in name only, of the 1973 film The Wicker Man. This is primarily a remake, but it also draws from its source material, the 1967 novel Ritual, which was written by Dave Penner. And this movie is basically the same as the original. But we have Nicolas Cage in this film. This movie has developed a cult following. This is a entertaining, unintentionally comedy. And it shows, because this movie is not scary at all. This is just funny, bad. First of all, why did it... I've never seen the original, but I'm pretty sure the original is probably better than this. Let's get into the plot of this movie, okay? Because, yeah. Basically, you have Nicolas Cage. He is a police officer. So one day, he receives news from his ex-fiancée named Willow Woodward that their daughter has gone missing. And so he decides to travel to the western U.S., takes a ferry to a coastal area where he gets a pilot to take him to the island off the coast of Washington State, where a group of neo-pagans live. And this is led by Sister Summer Isle, and she represents the goddess they worship. So, and basically, they rely on local honey, and so he decides to find Ruin and try to get out of the situation. But he discovers sinister forces at work among the secretive residents of the island, strange sexual rituals, a harvest festival, and possibly him being the human sacrifice to bring back their honey. Does that sound interesting? Yes, it sounds interesting. The problem is, the movie is bad. Awfully bad. But it's entertaining for how stupid it is, how corny it is, how cheesy it is, how unintentionally funny it is. This movie gets everything wrong about the original. I haven't seen the original, but I'm pretty sure it's better than this. Guess I better start off with the main few positives that does keep this movie afloat. To watch as guilty pleasure. Wait, Joshua, there are positives? Yeah, there are positives. Nicolas Cage. He's good in here. He's fine. Yeah, he's over the top, but he's good in this movie. He's a good over the top. He's not over the top as Hannah John Kamen in Ant-Man and the Wasp or Keira Knightley in Pirates of the Caribbean 3. Ellen Burstyn, she's a good actress. She's good in here. The two cameos from Jason Ritter and James Franco. Yes, I'm going to spoil it because you don't need to see this unless you need a good laugh. That was cool. The music is good. This movie is shot well for the most part. You do have one entertaining moment, but that's pretty much it. The rest of the cast in this movie is complete awful. And you have good actors in here. You got Diane Delano from Jeepers Creepers 2. You have Kate Beahan. Who I do remember seeing in another movie that came out this year. Who else we got? Lelee Sobieski. Yeah, she's not around in the movies anymore. She retired. And they're terrible. Even Nicolas Cage, he's came out and said this movie was awful. Nicolas Cage, you may be in bad movies, but you do have good movies, and I do give you credit for trying with this movie. You try. The movie, like I said, this movie it's not even scary. This is supposed to be, you're supposed to be scared. You're supposed to actually get frightened. You don't. The story is there, it's just not relevant. It just, half the time, it doesn't make any sense. Half the time, I'm sitting there like, is this really happening? Then you got Nicolas Cage in a freaking bear suit. Yes, he's in a freaking bear suit. Then he punches women around. I have seen this movie, this remake, 7 times now on cable. And plus, seeing Chris Tuckerman's hilariosity. Man. Mother Mary. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Now, let me get into the worst part of this movie. For one, okay, the twist in this movie, you don't build up to it. This movie is a mile, you see the twist coming from a mile away. And speaking of the movie, it's on right now, as I'm recording this. It just started. Now it's on the freaking Warner Bros. Logo. Now, we get to the biggest thing I don't like in this movie. No, let's get into the crappiest thing about this movie. The twist. You have this freaking parade. And the search for Rowan was a freaking trap. And then Sister Willow is the daughter of Ellen Burstyn, and his fate was sealed years ago when she chose him. So the villagers, they attack him, overpower him, break his legs with a mallet. After he has this awesome lines, it's the most over the top line, but it's so cool. Where he's like, "Killing me won't bring back your honey. This is murder. You're doing it for nothing." And then they just break his. I was just sitting there laughing when they broke his. When they broke his legs. I'm supposed to be scared. I'm not supposed to be laughing when I'm watching a horror movie, guys. And then he keeps asking, how can he be a sacrifice if he doesn't believe in their religion? And then this movie has one of the best usage of the phrase "oh my God" in this movie. Oh my God. Oh my God. And then when they take him to the Wicker Man and they shut him inside, they set fire to the freaking giant Wicker Man and then burn him, and they say the drone was. I was just saying, I really did hate this group of people for doing that. But the movie is bad, but insanely bad. Do not waste your time with the Wicker Man unless you need something to laugh at. Stick with the original. I'm pretty sure the original is better than this, so. On guilty pleasure scales, I'm going to give this movie a Epictastic for laughing. But as a movie that's supposed to be scary, it is a disgrace to the original, and I can see why a lot of people don't like it. So, this movie gets a fail. A fail. And the original film's director, he was not happy about the remake, and Christopher Lee, he hasn't even seen it. May he rest in peace. So thank y'all. And the scene where he gets tortured by the bees, and where he's like, "How did you burn? How did you burn?" Those were funny. So yeah, stay away from the Wicker Man, y'all. Let me know what you guys think about the Wicker Man down below. Do you like it? If you like this movie, it's a guilty pleasure. I will see you guys in the next freaking video. The next horror review, and that is going to be Turistas with Josh Duhamel and the gorgeous Olivia Wilde. And that is a better movie than this. So don't worry.